Hi guys, Jenny Q here and Willie. We are your hosts for Stories and Stuff. If this is your first time here or the first time watching one of our videos, welcome. We're so happy that you come by. And if you're a returning friend, welcome. We always love seeing you. And so if you're new, Stories and Stuff is just a very short video from us to you to share information on stories and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. So stories can be anything. It could be a myth, it could be a book, it could be an oral story, or like what we're doing this week, stories on the spot. Yeah, stories on the spot. So stories on the spot are stories we make up using different writing tools. And this week, what are we using? Story cubes. Yes, we're using story cubes. They're very, very cool. And they made such a fun story yesterday about a magic carpet and Norm and riding across the sky and a cane and Adam. It was a lot of fun. So we're going to do that again today. And so I guess maybe we'll just sort of jump into that. But before we do, what did you want to say? I want to explain what stuff is. Yes. So the stories, that's the stories. The stuff could be anything else. It could be trivia, it could be jokes, it could be songs, it could be riddles, it could be research, it could be anything. That's why it's stuff. It is very, very good. Oh, look, our friend Nadine's back. Hi, Nadine. Hi, Nadine. Always good to see you. She was in our story yesterday, too. Yes, she was. So that is how, that's the layout of the land. And so we are just going to jump right into it. We are going to create an original story right here in front of your eyes with your help and your input, perhaps, or just with you watching. All right, get the box. All right, let's get the box. Okay, we're going to get the box. So here, my friends, are the story cubes. Now it looks backwards because Willie and I have not figured out how to reverse the mirror effect, but it does say story cubes. And in the story cubes box, there are 9 cubes. We used how many yesterday? We used 3 yesterday. Right, and we do the show 3 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So how many cubes each day are we going to use? Oh, math. Wait, I can do this. 3 yesterday, that means 3 today and 3 tomorrow. That's right. Good using your brain. Thank you. All right. So I didn't want Willie to have to put it in his mouth again. So we've already loaded the box. Let's see if I can do this here. I can do this. Yes, we can. Look. So the 3 cubes are already in there. And we're going to shake it up. Why are you jumping? I want to help the cubes. Okay. Okay, let's open it up and see what the images on the cubes are today. Oh my gosh, let's not drop them. Okay, can we see those today? Let's see. I see a fish, a book, and a magnifying glass. Yeah, that's what I see too. So we're gonna put them over here and we're gonna take 1 cube at a time and build our story. So Willie, you started our story yesterday. Do you want to start again today? Absolutely. Can you pick a cube for me? Yeah, I'll pick a cube for you. Let's see, let's grab the magnifying glass. Oh, I know where I'm going to start with this then. Oh, okay, here we go. Once upon a time, in a land not so far away, we're going to say, in Guelph, there was a friend of ours, and their name, who should we pick? I don't know, you're the one starting the story. Can I change it? Yes, you can absolutely change it. Okay. Once upon a time, there was a man named Ken. Oh, and a man named Ken, he was amazing. He could fix anything if it was made of metal. And he was in his shop one day, was he? And he was looking for some nuts and bolts to put some metal stuff together, but he couldn't find them. Oh my goodness. So he went and he got his magnifying glass so he could look on the counter and find them, because the counter was black and all the hardware was black. Ooh, that made it very challenging, I bet. Yeah, it did. Well, what was he trying to make? He was trying to make something for, Carolyn. That's her name. Carolyn, our friend who lives in Hudson, Quebec. She is a publisher and a writer. And so she came knocking on his door. Your turn. Grab a cube. Okay. Hang on. Let's see. Ooh, there's a fish. Ooh, what happened with the fish? Well, Carolyn came and knocked on the door, and she asked Ken how the project was going. And he said, I can't find my nuts and bolts to make your fish. Oh, well, we need that magic fish. It's for our show. It's for our story. It's a story about the smartest little fish in the sea. That sounds like a great story. Absolutely. So Carolyn thought, I'm going to help, and I'm going to use my magical powers of writing and make his magnifying glass magical so it could find his nuts and bolts really fast. So she said some magic words. Zippity zappity zoo. Let's find what you need so you can do what you gotta do. Yeah, sure, that works. So what happened is it started to glow and it found the little nuts and bolts. Well, guess what else happened? What? There was another knock at the door. Knock, 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 and guess who it was? Who? Nadine's daughter, Josie. Josie was at the garage, and she knocked on the door, and she brought a book. She brought a very, very special book, and she said, Ken, I have a book of all of your inventory, and guess what? What? Said Ken. You're missing some nuts and bolts, so I went to the store and I brought them. And so she did. And she brought them in and she put them on the counter and they were perfect. And they made the magic fish, and the magic fish, which was the smartest fish in the sea, went with Carolyn to her story event, and it was amazing. The end. Yeah, let's end it there. See, sometimes stories, they don't make sense, but they're a lot of fun. So what can we learn from the story we made? Keep a good count of your supply. Yeah, I suppose. And you can't ever do anything all by yourself. You always need help. Those are very good lessons and very good things to remember. Absolutely. Now, the reason that Willie was thinking of Ken is because Ken actually suggested something he loved, and so that is our stuff today. That's right. And the stuff is his favorite thing, or one of his favorite things in the whole world, is the Camero. Do you know what a Camero is? Do you guys? A Camero, I'm going to give you some clues, has 4 wheels, a hood, and a trunk. And it goes, vroom. Yep, it's a car. It's a big, beautiful muscle car, and it's been around for a long time. Well, there's different types of Camaros. And so when we started to research so we could share something interesting about the Camero with you guys, we found out all sorts of cool things. Yeah, like it was invented and created back in 1966. That's when the first Camero came out. That's right. But there's a whole other side to it that I didn't even know. And I am always about names. So we wanted to know what Camero meant. Right. I mean, there's other cars that are named after animals, like the Mustang, and the Jaguar. So what is a Camero? I mean, it's a car, but what's it named after? Right, and so that's what we wanted to figure out. And we found out that on June 28th, 1966 is when the Camero was revealed. But before that, it was called Project Panther. That's right. Before the Camero existed, it was the Panther Project. It was all very, very top secret, and it was in response to the Mustang being released in 1964 by Ford. And so 1964, the Mustang came out. In 1966, the Camaro came out. And I was still very curious. Me too. So we kept digging. And it was suggested that perhaps the name Camaro, it was French, an archaic word. Archaic meaning old. Right, archaic meaning old. So we did a little more digging, and we'll tell you about that in a second. But you know what Chevy did that was amazing at the time? In addition to creating the Camaro, they had the first telephone type conference ever with 200 plus reporters across 14 cities with live microphones so they could find out all of the information about this car as it was being released. That was an incredible feat back in the day, back in 1966. 14 cities, microphones in hotels, and it was all being run from Detroit. Now, at that conference, they revealed C-A-M-E-R-O, Camero, and everyone was in shock. Now, The team at Chevy called it Camero partly because it starts with C. A lot of their cars start with C. That's how they like to do it. Think of the Corvette or the Chevelle or the Chevy. So anyway, we dug a little further, and the suggestion, as we said, the French word could mean companion or friend or comrade. That's right, that's the thought. But it wasn't any of those. Camero means Camaro. That's it. The team at Chevy made up the word Camero, and they love it. And what I love is that they use their imagination to create something they loved, and then they put it out in the world, and there are so many people who love those muscle cars, and Ken is one of them. Thank you, Ken, for giving us something to research. Yeah, it's been fun, and to share with everyone. If you're not a car person, that's okay. Let us know what kind of person you are, and maybe we'll share some stuff about what you love here on Stories and Stuff. And I think that's about got us right to the end of today. I think so. So we talked about the Camero, but I have a joke. You have a couple of car jokes? Yeah, we can't leave without a joke. Okay. Do you guys know what a knock-knock joke is? Yep, I think they do. Okay, good. Okay, so Jenny, help me out. Okay. Knock, knock. Who's there? Alpaca. Alpaca who? I'll pack the suitcase. You go open or load the car. You kind of stumbled over that. Yeah, I know. Do you have another one? Yeah. Help me out. All right, of course. Knock, knock. Who's there? Carl. Carl who? The car'll go faster than a bicycle. Oh, Willie. We hope that that's left you with a little bit of a smile, a little bit of a giggle. And as always, as we say goodbye for today, we just want to remind everyone, share your smiles, share your laugh, and share your laughter with everyone who's important to you. Well, and those who you just pass by on the street too. Have a great day, guys. We will be back tomorrow with another story on the spot and some more stuff. Thanks for coming by, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Don't forget to comment and give us ideas and let us know if you want to be in one of our stories. Tomorrow could be a great story and you could be in it. We'd love for you to be. Oh, and check out our YouTube. Our link is in the thing. And we want 100 subscribers. And we're at number 15. We have 15. So if you like what we're doing, come on over, give it a link, give it a like, and we'll keep doing this and doing this and doing this over and over. Yes, we will. All right, guys. Thanks again. We'll see you tomorrow.